Thank you for coming back for another stimulus check update. Yes, it's true. Donald Trump says that he is not in favor of another stimulus check. Now, that being said, Congress is the one that's introducing all these bills, and they can get it passed without his signature. It's just going to take a little bit longer and a little bit more legwork on their part. But just because he says that he don't want it, that don't mean it's not going to happen. So there's still hope for the people that really needs it. And getting to that, why is Congress always making these big stimulus packages that will give people more money than what they make on their job? You got to ask that question and really examine it hard. Now, I know there's people out there that needs it, and I want them to get it. But the reason why they keep putting all these big bills out there that they know has no chance in hell of getting passed, I shouldn't say that. They will get passed, but they're not going to get passed in the manner that they've got them. It's going to be slashed drastically before it gets passed. And they got to play their little political games with it. This whole thing, y'all, is nothing but a political game. This whole coronavirus is a political game. It's not the way it started out to be, but it's what it's turned out to be. The reason they keep doing this is to keep peace. They know that the more they say you're going to get in the packages, the better they look. And they know more than what they're telling you. Because look at it this way, everybody is hoping for the country to reopen within weeks. They're still talking about these stimulus packages a year or 6 months. So they know more than what they're telling us. We're in for a long haul. It's not going to be a few weeks like everybody is hoping. And another reason for these big juicy numbers that they're giving us. Add it up, folks. A married couple with 3 kids will be getting $5,500 a month. That's more than most households has ever made. There's a whole lot more people making a small amount of money every month than it is the rich people. There's tons more of people scraping by every month. And this $5,500 a month is more than most people has ever had in their hands at one time. Do you know if you get $5,500 a month for the year, that's $65,000? Most Americans will never see that kind of money working a regular job. Plus, on top of that, you get to keep your unemployment, $1,000 a week for 4 weeks a month, and it's you and your wife getting it. So that's another $8,000 on top of that. That brings your total for the month to $13,500 a month. Have you ever made that kind of money? I hadn't. And I make good money. But I've never made money like that. It's more than what most people makes. It's an election year, y'all. They're making these packages look good so they'll look good. Now, Donald Trump has said no, that he don't want a stimulus check. He's not worried about looking good. But I think he should worry about looking good, because this, right now, it's almost a guaranteed shot that Donald Trump will be our next president. This could change that drastically. He better be careful. The chance of this getting passed, and it won't. Well, think about it this way. If it does get passed, and then comes the end of it and it's time to take it away, what do we have? We're going to have anarchy in the street. We're going to have riots. we're going to have buildings being burnt down. We're going to have buildings being looted. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. We're going to have killings. We're going to have robberies. Right now, we got little pockets of this kind of stuff, but not on the scale that we'll have when you try to take this kind of money away from people. It's going to be a whole world of people being dependent on this kind of money, and then you take it away from them. It's not going to work. Y'all, you can't fix a problem by throwing good money after bad at it. You keep throwing money at it, it's just going to compound the problem and it's going to make it worse. And when it gets worse, all you're going to have is a country full of dependent people. Sometimes I think that's what the politicians want. They want you to be dependent on them. But we're not a dependent nation. We can stand on our own feet. We just have to get past this whole corona thing and get back to work. And, getting off of that just for a little bit. And have you ever noticed at the fast food places right now, just to tell you how crazy people are about this whole pandemic thing, that does absolutely nothing. When you cough, it goes through. Okay. Y'all, I graduated from epidemiology and at a very big major hospital. And I know about pathogens. I know how they are spread. But at this fast food places, you give people through the window your money. They put it in a basket. They take it in, they take it out of the basket, put it in the drawer, take their money out of the drawer, put it in the basket, hand you your change back, and you take the money out of the basket. Think about that. Pathogens grow and thrive on a surface. A dollar bill is a surface. Coins is a surface. My hands has touched it. Their hands has touched it. But yet we're using that basket. Why can't we just hand it back and forth to each other? It's the same thing. That basket does absolutely nothing. We need a little human contact. That's why our immune system is so low. We live in a plastic bubble almost. Y'all, it makes no sense to close the whole country down. I mean, throughout history, when you get a disease that makes a lot of people sick, you quarantine those sick people. You don't quarantine the well people. That's another thing. They want us to be dependent on them. They're blowing it all out of proportion so they can play their political games. I look better than this person. You look better than, the Democrats wants to look better than the Republicans. The Republicans wants to look better than the Democrats. And the whole time, they all look stupid as hell. It's just my opinion, y'all. I hope something I've said has helped, brought some clarity to you. Please come back tomorrow for another stimulus package update. Will something get passed? Yes, something will get passed, but it won't be these ridiculous numbers that they're putting out there. I know that's not what people wants to hear. I know people wants all they can get. I want all I can get too. But I don't see these numbers getting passed. It'll be something really low if we get anything. Until tomorrow, keep your chins up. We're going to make it through this. I love y'all. Ciao.